Same squad, same squad, same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tevin Coleman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he's got a new one. He's got daylight. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he powers his way up past the 30. Kayvon Webster there to make the tackle.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
This is Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep over. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to fire one deep. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs because he can really impact this offense. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Darnold from the gun. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Play action. It's Darnold. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. There he goes, right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jordan Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's going to let it go again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing is Allen on third. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it time. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On 1st down, Darnold. Going up top. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
A shotgun snap for Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Over! Gun!
On 1st down, they run with Howard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The rookie Darnold seemingly in control of this Jets offense. He's got him on the move. It's 1st down.
Hey. 4 down. Watch it now, Barney. Over.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Darnold from the red zone now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. And that is incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. The extra point now coming from Myers. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-0. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Gone! Watch it now, Barney!
Darnold on 1st down. Letting one go deep for a noon one. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Ardarius Stewart, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
The Jets on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far.
No, check,
This is
Patrick,
3rd and
Patrick.
10.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Over!
Here's Darnold. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Vic Beasley able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Allen now on 1st down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Gun! Detroit! Gun!
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
On play action, Allen. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set. 319. 319.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This complete to the tight end Clay. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now Allen again. And caught by Thomas for a Bills touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
2nd down and 10. Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Bills will take another timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gone, 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 gone.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bills have recovered. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Got an open man. It's a noon one. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
On first down, it's Darnold. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. Darnold from the gun. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple.
He's got a man complete. A big play here for the Bills. And even 50 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Let's go!
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gone! 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 Gone!
On third and long, it's Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So out now come the Jets. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Green 39!
They go with Howard again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
319! 319! Over, 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 over! Over, 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 over! Hot!
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. The Dolphins, they have extended their lead in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here we go now. 319! 319! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
On second down, here's Allen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Detroit! Detroit!
They pitch out to Howard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And it's 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Line it.
Throwing again. Allen. Benjamin with it over the middle. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Allen. Looking deep for Demarius. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Lawson in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Third and long, it's Darnold. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 19-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. 3-19. Gone.
To the air, Allen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Here's Coleman, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Room to run past midfield. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And finally brought down at the 43. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On play action, Allen. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Allen off the play fake. And caught by Thomas. Touchdown, Buffalo. Demaryius Thomas with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills cut into that lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Watch it now, Barney.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 2nd down, Darnold out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Patriot!
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Now, Barney, Barney.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 15. Off of play action, Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On 2nd and 10, Darnold letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.